The Nintendo Switch 2 is over a month old. Time really does fly, doesn't it? And with it being over a month old, you'd think that we'd get some new updates for Switch games. But we haven't. We've gotten one, and that's for Splatoon 3. But no other games have gotten Switch 2 updates. Why is this? Something about this is just super disappointing and kind of weird. At launch, a decent amount of Switch games got an update. ARMS, Big Brain Academy, Captain Toad, Clubhouse Games, New Super U Deluxe, 3D World of Bowser's Fury, Odyssey, they all got updates. And while we did get a lot, there's still a lot missing that Nintendo just won't update. So let's talk about this. The only game to get an update after June 5th was Splatoon 3 on June 12th. But we haven't gotten a new game update in over a month. There are so many games that still need updates, but Nintendo is pretty much neglecting them. Sure, some games like The Forgotten Land aren't going to be updated until the DLC launches, and that's completely fine. But there are so many Switch games that are kinda struggling on the Switch too. For example, Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Pikmin 4. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is a port of a Wii U game, and it looks pretty bad in handheld mode. It's not even 1080p, it could have benefited heavily from a Switch 2 update. I mean, they even had to update the game because the game was a complete broken mess when the Switch 2 launched. A video about that coming soon. But Pikmin 4 could also use an update because the game honestly looks beautiful, it could shine with Switch 2 graphics. Maybe mouse support could be added for throwing Pikmin, which would be a cool feature, but I'm not sure what else they could add. There are rumors of a Pikmin 4 DLC coming out soon, so I'm excited to see what that's about. With the rumored Nintendo Direct coming out in a few weeks, hopefully we'll see it then, if we even have the Direct. Another game that could have heavily used the Switch 2 update was Mario Maker 2. This one I'm the most surprised didn't get an update at launch. Mario Maker 2 isn't really the best game to control when playing on a monitor or TV. You have to use the joystick and buttons to place objects, unlike on the Wii U and 3DS where it had a touchscreen you could use. And sure, you can use it in handheld mode, but on the TV, it's pretty janky, and not really that fluid to control. Nintendo missed a huge opportunity to give Mario Maker 2 mouse support and have it ready at launch. Not many games use the Switch 2 mouse. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure only Game Builder Garage utilizes the mouse controls. Mario Maker 2 is literally the perfect game for it, but they didn't include it. It didn't get any updates at all. Now, is an update coming for the future? I 100% think so. There's no way they'd leave this game unupdated. But why didn't we get it at launch? It would have been a way better candidate to show off the mouse controls rather than Game Builder Garage. But Mario Maker 2 would have been much more suited. We're also yet to get Switch 2 updates on any of the Kirby games. Yes, I know Kirby and Forgotten Land is getting an update with the form of DLC. But Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Star Allies, Kirby Fighters, none of these have gotten updates. At least one would have been nice, but we haven't gotten a single one. The thing is, most of these are probably coming in the future, but I just don't understand how it's been over a month and we haven't even seen one. And the most baffling decision is that New Super U Deluxe got an update, not Mario Wonder. Why on earth didn't Wonder get an update? What is so important about New Super U that deserves an update? Again, it's a fine game and all, and I appreciate the update, but you could have at least updated Wonder too. Like, does the update really enhance its visuals that much compared to if you updated Mario Wonder? And of course, the Mario RPGs per usual get shafted. No Mario RPG music on Nintendo Music, and not a single one got Switch 2 updates. Brothership is absolutely terrible on the Switch 2. It definitely needed this update the most out of all of them. RPG would definitely benefit from it too, but Brothership definitely would have been the best bet, since it's pretty bad on the Switch 1. And the Thousand Year Door literally has 4K in the files, so I don't understand why it just didn't get a resolution boost. These decisions have been pretty baffling with Nintendo. Again, I appreciate all the updates that we have got for games like Big Brain Academy and ARMS, which has been dead for around 7 years. But why are they just neglecting some of their most popular games? My theory was that they're updating the older games first, but that doesn't make much sense since Smash Ultimate wasn't updated and New Super U Deluxe was. Maybe one day we'll see an update for all these Switch 1 games, because some of them really need it. My hopes went up when I saw that Splatoon 3 got an update after the other ones got an update on June 5th. My thought was maybe they release an update every week for at least one game, but nope, we haven't seen a new one since Splatoon 3, which just sucks in general. I really want to see the Pikmin games get an update, especially 3. Hopefully in the next Nintendo Direct, they drop a bunch of updates. That about wraps up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, comment, like, and subscribe. Comment what game you want to be updated the most and what features you want to see. Become a channel member if you want to help support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.